All right, so today's video, we are watching a Diamond 5 tank on PC play a Reinhardt and Sigma on King's Row. And they say this was a close game as both teams played well. What I found interesting, though, was my matchup against the enemy Reinhardt. I think our skill sets felt different from each other. On the one hand, he had better pins, as he hit half of his charges, while I hit almost none of mine. On the other hand, I had better shield management because his barrier kept breaking more than mine. However, I am unsure of this. Was I trying to maintain my barrier too much that I ended up being passive? Well, we'll find out. Out of my three tanks, Reinhardt, Sigma, and Winston, my weakest is Reinhardt because I struggle with balance in offense and defense. When do I charge, swing, or hold my barrier? There were times when I got nanoed, but I didn't charge in, either because I was scared of losing the point or dying. Should I have charged then? I also have a problem of randomly losing focus on something. At one point, I would know that the enemy Rein had shatter and then forget about it. So I don't hold up my barrier. I'm also bad at using my charge. Against the enemy Reinhardt, I have a tendency to try to dodge his charge and pin him, but I end up getting pinned. Should I just counter charge all the time? Man, we got a lot to unpack here. Later, I swapped to Sigma partly because of the Bastion, but it was mostly due to my mood. I could have played Reinhardt there. I am trying to get better at reviewing my games, so I would appreciate feedback, including the accuracy of my self-assessment. Okay, all right. I like this. You give me a little bit of homework too. Look at this. This is great. Even I'm getting a little bit of homework here. Let's go, baby. All right, let's see what happens. I'll give my best advice. I'll go in real time, though, about like your questions rather than anything else. We'll see. All right, first step, hit your fire strikes. That's how you get 20% all charge. You did it again. Fire strikes are a little bit off. All right, so normally I have teams on hold this close, but I do think this is the right way to do this with Rein. Yes, you would countercharge that. Yes. Okay, so 100% right there, you have to countercharge that because you need to think about what it looks like from their team. You're going to countercharge the Rein right here, which means that all their teammates are going to be funneled here to get value on you. All your teammates need to do is be right here. You 100% have to countercharge that. If you get pinned right there, which is exactly what happened, you end up taking a lot of extra damage and you just fall over and die, right? Look at this. This is the angle where they're going to be able to follow up on, right? Free kill. This right here, all your teammates are funneled looking at this. So I would say countercharge that 100%. I mean, truthfully, like if you want to know where I would play, like if people are talking about this, I like playing statue. This is a spot though that I see a lot of ranks play up until like high diamond masters. It's kind of funny how that works, but I would say right here is usually where you play because you can manage your shield, right? You play the angles. You can go back this way with your shield if you need to. You can fire strike aggressively here. You can manage your shield. You can move up off of advantages, right? That's how you do it normally. But again, I also kind of like give advice off of the rank too. So sometimes I'm like here, but like your teammates are prepared for that. So the point being is I do think that you should have countercharged that, and I think it would have been a much better result already. At least from everything I've seen whenever I watch those. Anyway, let's keep going. That's how you give up first point right away. Yep. That's how important that play was. So you're assessing that correctly on the counter charge. Now let's see here. Let's talk about it because you wanted to know about shield management. All right. I just want you to look at what your teammates are seeing right now. Now, their Reinhardt's been putting up shield a lot of the time. Obviously, this is a bad pause. Actually, I think their shield is about to be up. Yeah, it's a weird pause timing. This is what your teammates see. Now, imagine a Rein shield up because they've been putting their shield up more. Everybody here on your team is now susceptible to this. The way you're supposed to play this is, and I think you are assessing this correctly, you're trying to manage your shield in a situation where you don't need to manage it yet. As in, like, you dominate in this choke is where you win, but the easiest way for them to get a free kill on your teammate is this type of situation. Your teammates don't feel safe behind your shield, and their team is getting shielded. So yes, their shield's breaking, but they're getting more value, right? You're just kind of going back and forth, jumping up and down, and then putting your shield up. See? Like this is the reason why you play this spot is because of the cover, so you can actually manage your shield. Yeah, I'm saying the Rein can't see anything either. You're just sitting here. Like you're doing the, like, to give you an idea, and sorry I keep pausing, you have the right idea, but you're skipping a step. Like, you're gonna make them kill your shield because then you kind of bait them in off of a shield break. Like don't break the shield, but manage your shield here. Your shield's been anywhere from like 1,500 to 1,200, and that's it. Their Rein's had their shield broken twice. Who is the one with the advantage right now? This Rein, right? This Rein now has the advantage because your teammates didn't feel safe behind your Rein shield, all because you played that corner like that. See? See what I'm saying? Like, look at you, and look at this. Their Rein has already done the correct play of getting map control. That was a great play by their Rein. You know, we'll see what happens next, but anyway. I'm okay with that, but Yep. See, their Rein's playing to make a play. You're playing too safe. Like, that Ana should be dead. That Ana... See? Big slam. Yep. See this? I mean, first of all, big slam. I'm not going to pause for a second because I paused a ton. But you notice how their Reinhardt's playing proactively and making plays, and you're just worried about keeping your shield at 1200? That Ana. So let me give you an example for everybody here in chat. That Ana in the right room was there for quite a while. What happens when their Rein charges? Well, that means their Rein can't charge you back, which means either A, you're going to charge the Rein, which wouldn't be a good idea at that point because you used your charge prior, which means that you can go push into the Ana now, kill the Ana, and then get out. And then if the Rein charges you, you can then countercharge. Instead, you leave the Ana there, you give the Reinhardt enough time to get back, and then your Rein hits a 6 shatter on you, and then you lose the team fight. Again, you know, I'm not saying that I would do that. Like, Reinhardt's one of my weakest tanks too, and that's a problem I make, where I almost overthink it, right? And I think that's my number one problem on Rein, is I overthink all my plays, and most Reins I play against just kind of, they have 2 modes. They hold their shield up and you think they're AFK, and then they just do that type of charge play and you fall over. Both of them work so well, but one of the Rein I don't struggle against is the shield management Rein. Now, let me rephrase that, though. It is good to manage your shield, but it is not good to only keep it at 1200 HP at all times, and then, like, that's how you play. You get what I'm saying? Manage your shield, but don't, like, over-manage it. Yeah, oh, I saw the nano. You kind of just sat there. I know. There's so much happening that I couldn't even react to the nano. That's your problem, though. Like, straight up, look at their Rein. Their Rein's setting up for a play. I can already tell. Yep. See? You have a big slam. Do you go for it? Yep, but the Rein to your left. I'm going to be honest with you. This looks like me playing Rein against a good Rein. I'm going to let this kind of play through here in a second because I think you're going to kind of fall over with this team fight. But you're playing Rein exactly how I play Rein. And I literally see it front and center. You're not making any play. You're basically a statue, and that's why you're losing this right now. I'm telling you, it's so funny because I have all the knowledge in the world on Rein, but this is what happens to me because, like, obviously I go up against, like, champion Reins, right? And this is what happens to me, is they're always setting the pace, they're always making a play. So you need to be a little bit more proactive. Yes, you need to be more proactive. And that's exactly what's happening now, is you're playing so safe that you're afraid to make a play and you're taking yourself out of games. Like, you're basically just, like, you're basically taking yourself out of the game. Their Rein is, like, in your head now, too, because they're doing all these plays, right? Okay, what's your plan? Back up again? Okay, now stay right here. Stay right here. Stay right here. Do not push. Okay, you have a Zen ult today. You swing on them. Just swing. Yep, fire strike in. Just counter charge. See, like, okay, think about the situation here. The Reinhardt is discorded, okay? You have your teammates in range. I'm okay with a counter charge there. Now, I know they have a Kitsune, and there's a risk you could fall over right there, but you have a Nano. I look at all the things that you have. If their Rein is discorded, I pretty much I can't guarantee it, but if a Rein gets discorded and you countercharge them, that Reinhardt's going to fall over pretty quickly. Again, we're looking at all of these things here that you're not making a play because you're playing too safe. That's literally what you're doing. Right? Okay, now you have a Nano, but look who makes the charge on you. Now you have to make it... You're playing so scared. Like, you get nanoed, and your reaction is to back up and do a fire strike. Make that Rein feel the pressure. Yes, yes, yes. Pressure the Rein. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Swing on him, swing on him. Keep going. Okay, they bashed away. That's okay. Do it again. Same thing. You have a Zenyatta. A Discord Orb is going to make it so you can win so much against that Rein. All right? Remember, they're not going to have... They have Shatter now. They have Shatter. So you want to play around... Yep. Big slam on their backline, but you're going to get counter big slam, but your teammate got the kill, so it's going to even out. So that was like a neutral team fight that could have gone either way. Yeah, I mean, I already can tell. This is very easy to figure out. It's... Yeah, you basically don't play as scared on Rein. Straight up. Your shield management, right idea, too much of it. If this Rein charges you, you're going to countercharge him. Or you're going to... You're overcommitted. Now the Rein can swing on you with no HP. See, again, you notice the difference here? Chad, I want you to notice this here, and I'll let it play through again. Do you notice how the Reinhardt there, the first reaction is to start swinging on you the moment you heck up your charge? When their Rein charges, you stand there like a statue and you don't know what to do yet. And then you eventually make that play, but it gives time for the Rein to heal up. Imagine if that Rein waited another 3 or 4 seconds. right? If that Rein waited another 3 or 4 seconds, you're just sitting there waiting, like, you're going to end up surviving that. There it is. Countercharge that. That Rein should be, like, you're giving the Rein free value on all the charges. You have to back away. I understand because you're purple. You're both nanos. Now's your opportunity to kill their Rein. Perfect. That was the first time I've seen you make an aggressive reactive play. As in, like, you saw the situation and you made a play off it. Countercharge, countercharge, countercharge. That Rein would fall over. Obviously, they missed, but, like, I'm just showing you when you can countercharge. Now, again, would I pull back on some of my countercharge calls in the future? Yes. But right now, I just need this Rein to see that good results will happen, right? Good results will happen if you make aggressive plays. Good morning, everybody. There it is. Big slam. Okay, so their Reinhardt is still looking to play aggressive around the corner. You're just sitting there doing the same jump and shield. The good news is your shield is at 1500 HP. So if your goal was to have your shield at full most of the time, you accomplish that goal very well. Something I haven't pointed out is how their passive play encourages the Rein to be aggressive and go for plays. Can I be honest with you? I think their Rein goes for plays regardless, which is the vibe I get from all of the Reins in general. Like, I think I did mention that a little bit about how, like, they're playing too passive, though, which I guess is the same advice, but look at the damage here. Their Rein doubled you in damage, doubled you in damage mitigated, and has 3 less deaths than you playing aggressive. Do you notice what I'm saying here? Like, their Rein is just doing everything first, and because they're doing everything first, you're losing team fights. Their Rein is not afraid to play against you on Rein right now. When the other Rein is not afraid playing against you, that Rein is going to take advantage of that over and over and over again. You need to be you just need to be more aggressive. Shield management, like, here's the truth about shield management. You're not going to always be able to keep your shield at full. What you do is you position yourself to be able to drop your shield and get your shield back up, okay? It's not hide behind a wall and keep your shield at 1500 the whole time. It's make them get your shield down to give your teammates time to get kills, and then go to the spot to manage a shield. And then if their Rein gets aggressive on you, you countercharge because you don't have a shield to fall off on, right? Or rely on. See how this gameplay flow kind of plays to their aggressive nature? You be aggressive with a shield. Aggressive doesn't mean charge into their backline. You don't have to do that. But it means be aggressive with your shield, make them kind of sit there and poke out your shield, then go to the spot to manage your shield, and if their Rein makes a play off of that, you then countercharge because it's the best play because your shield isn't ready. See what I'm saying? Right now, it feels like you're trying to play the chess battle of Rein, and sometimes you need to do what I do. Play some Connect 4, you know? Get a little bit wild. You know, get a little bit more wild, you know? Now, remember last time, their Rein charged you right here, around the corner. I will say, I have seen many of Reins go and charge this Rein immediately, including the one that you're playing against. Will you do it? Okay. I feel like you learned a cool tech with Rein and, like, shield hopping or something, and that's all you've ever applied to Rein. Remember how that Rein killed you? They charged and killed you. Now, yes, there's a Mei. So if there's a Mei, that means you have to, if you're afraid of the Mei, that means you have to wide swing right and then be ready to countercharge their Rein. Okay, now you don't have charge. If I'm that Rein, I'm charging you again when you go across this middle here. Now you have charge again. You gonna do it? You know the Mei's there. Bait out the wall now. Go right side. There you go. Okay, wall's done. Now be ready to charge Rein. Okay, Rein's, okay, oh boy. Yeah, there we go. I honestly thought you were going to charge the Torb, and I'm like, that's a little bit too deep. I love that you turned it to the Ana. Good job. I was concerned you saw the Torb and you were going that way. That would have been not the play. That was a good job. Notice an aggressive charge results in a kill. Remember that. Kiriko, yeah, Kiriko is just vibing right there. Great job. Now, do you notice something? You make the aggressive play as Rein. You kill 4. Their Rein's just sitting there stuck because they don't make the aggressive play on your team, and then you win. Everything you did right there was very good, and it wasn't you just sitting there holding your shield. That was a good moment out of you. Good job. That was a very good moment out of you. Now let's see if you go back to the same habits. They have Shatter. We know that from the early part. So you want to. This Rein's gonna turn and shatter you unless you do it first. Move up. Give your teammate that space to work with. You already gave up that. Okay. Nice fire strike. Big slams. But you notice that their Rein again was the aggressor and made the first play and then won the team fight. I want you to notice this trend. Okay? Yes, you can fire strike cancel that one with like the animation. Yeah, I'm not even worried about that. Do you notice the trend here? Again, the same exact situation out of you. Whenever you go second, you lose. Whenever you go first, you win. You've gone first once, and you won. Now, that's not going to be 100% of the time, but give your team a chance, okay? Good kill. You don't have to charge the Junkrat there. Mama's proud of you for charging. So, okay, Rein's there. Yes, the answer is yes on counter charge. Now it's back away. You don't counter charge that because obviously the Pharaoh. Good counter by their Pharaoh on the Kitsune. Okay, what's your plan? The Rein's on your team in the back right. Do you go aggressively? Do you go for this Rein? Do you charge the Rein? The answer is yes. There you go. You're gonna miss sometimes. It happens. There you go. Keep putting pressure on him. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Thank you. Let's go. Do you see? The more pressure you put in that round. By the way, it's okay to like adjust your camera when you're holding your shield so you can see where they're at in front of you, because I couldn't even see where they were at. Okay. Here it is. You know where the Rein is? You know they have Shatter. Big slam. Sending a message right there saying, you know what? I don't need my Shatter. I respect it. Massive Shatter, massive Shatter. You know what? I don't even mind this. I think you're going to be safe enough to push in there. Good job. That aggressive play. And I want to show you, again, even in the situation there, right? That aggressive charge saves your team. Because they felt obligated to go with you on the Junkrat tire. You end up making a block on the play. What could have been a tire wiping your team has now kept the snowball going for your team. Do you see what I'm saying? When you do aggressive plays, good things are happening. Obviously, your teammates are making plays too, and that goes with it. Sometimes you have games where you just end up being AFK half the time, right? But like, that was a great idea of being aggressive and it paying off, even if the results don't show up on the kill feed. You know they have Shatter now. So you're going to play the Shatter. You're gonna mind game this Rein, right? Keep putting your shield up. Okay, you definitely know they have it. Oh, now they can Shatter for free. Or charge. Shield up. I will admit this is a standstill spot until now. Shield, 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 shield. Pretend you're being aggressive. Pretend you're being aggressive on Rein and then shield. Just pretend you're being aggressive. There you go. Good counter charge. Good counter charge. Yes, 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 yes. But do you see what I'm saying about... Yes, there you go. Charge in. I know this is a weird one, but I think you made the right play. Oh, you're playing so hesitant now. Standard signal. Thanks for the prime sub. Appreciate it. Thank you. Everything was right up until that Shatter moment where all you need to do against a Rein that has Shatter is play hyper aggro and then be ready to shield up. At least that's what I see, and like with a lot of the good Reins is they'll end up being hyper aggro in those situations with the Kitsune, acting like they don't know there's a Shatter, then you block the Shatter. Right? That's what you do in those situations is you basically pretend you're going to be aggressive. And then, okay, you know they don't have Shatter. Go in. Yes. Thank you. Good job. Shield up. Nice. Now the Yana's looking at you. This is a weird spot. I will say that was not an advantageous situation for you right there. That was not going to be an easy spot for you. So, like, you did what you could do there. But, again, I want you to notice the trend here. When you play aggressive, good things happen. I am telling you, like, it is right in front of you. The blueprint to improvement is right here. We're seeing it in real time. You can do this, okay? Like, it is right there. You got this. And now you're on Sigma. We'll see how this goes. Yep, I would recommend waiting for the doors to open. I did that yesterday on Ramatra accident because I zoned for a second. That was fun. There you go. Sucks to play against. Oh, I know. So what's your plan here? Okay. You have the float perk. Okay. Let's talk about this very quickly. If you're going to play Sigma and you're in overtime and you can get the float perk, go up here. And you're like, why? Because basically what happens is you can maneuver around the map. Reinhardt is really good against Sigma on the low ground. So what you want to do is actually play up on the high ground around here and immediately start spamming down from here. Yes, your teammates are susceptible, but the Reinhardt's going to be the one that gets you. So what you're doing is you're creating an off angle, and if they don't look at you, you get kills. You can even have like your Kiriko go up there with you, let your Bastion play the angle, and you just win. Now, again, this is a bit more of an advanced strategy, but I think in Diamond, this is okay to talk about. Play up here, maneuver around, and use your float perk to go back and forth if you need to drop down to the point. I guarantee you'll get kills up here and you can win team fights. We'll see what happens though. Obviously, you could just win this or whatever, but like imagine like being able to pressure that Rein. Like think about what you've done over there. Like you could actually even, if you're like, yeah, but I shielded my teammates and they got value.
Velocity. No.
Ready? Right click your shield all the way down here. Your shield's in the same spot and you can be up here and still do the same thing. Except now you're not like on your back foot the whole time. See what I'm saying? You can still do that. Like you can still do all of what I'm talking about from that high ground. So good job though. Look for the Ana left side. Did anybody kill that Ana? Is that Ana still just... Okay, the Ana's now dead to the Bastion. There you go.
Hi, chat.
Zeke, thanks for the 300 bits. Hi, how's it going? Thank you. Good job. Again, I think you play too safe sometimes. And I just want you to remember that strategy I just mentioned to you. Same result will happen, and again, you can throw your shield from a distance. You're going to be fine. So good hold by your team. Obviously, we need to see how your attack goes. Now you're on the Sigma again, and they're probably going to play close, but they did make an Orisa swap. So both Reins are now off. It's very interesting to me that you're taking this high ground now on the attack, but not on the defense. This is very funny to me. How have you managed to do what I wanted you to do, but on attack? See what I'm saying? Now they're worried about you. Okay. Problem. Stop taking yourself out of the team fight. You have a Kiriko there. Do some damage to him. Put your shield up and do some damage. Your Kiriko's with you. Stop. This is not going to help your team. You need to put pressure on them. Yes. Make them look at you. Keep doing this. Stop. Just keep putting pressure. Make them look at you. Yes. Thank you. If you hide like that so much, they're just going to end up... Now drop down. Drop down. You have, just for a second. Trust me. You have your flight. You want to just put some pressure on them. Drop down for a second. Yes. There you go. And then remember, you have your perk. So therefore, you can fly back up. Obviously, if you don't have your perk, that's different. There you go. Stay up here. Stay. Okay. Now go. Now. Yeah, get passion. There you go. Whoa, that was a little bit laggy here, or whatever that was. Yeah, Brock. Kill the Bastion, kill the Zen now. Get on the point. I think you're good. Tracer might be able to tap, but they swapped late. You're good. And there you go, chat. The win. Now, do you see why on the previous one I wanted you to do that on defense? That would have been the same thing without that. So listen, you have some good plays here, okay? I want to point that out to you. You have some good plays. There's no denying that. But your passive gameplay is your problem. And I hope that you see on Reinhardt that you just play too scared and that you need to be more proactive and aggressive. Doesn't mean charge into their backline and feed and go, where's my heals? But it means like be willing to be more aggressive, right? Be willing to be more hyper aggro, like in your play. And like, don't just sit there and manage your shield to like always have it at 1500. It's okay to let your shield go to 400 damage. Shield management is rewarded by the positioning you have, not by just not ever using your shield. Okay? Is that, again, just to reiterate that, it's about managing your shield like around good positioning, not managing your shield without using your shield. Okay? So more of that, more aggressive play, and yes, you should countercharge more. If you want to give you a little bit of a blueprint to countercharge, if you countercharge, can you die immediately, or can their Rein die immediately? If the answer is yes, you countercharge. If there's a little bit of a question of like you would fall over, type of situation, and their Rein wouldn't, then you think about it. But a lot of the countercharges were in your advantage. Take advantage of that, and I think you'll see good results. But yeah, you're just playing too passive. Once you watch this back again, yes, you're correct on your how you're reviewing yourself, but you need to apply that now. Okay? I'm telling you, if you do that, I think you're going to end up in a good spot, all right? But you gotta really be more proactive in your gameplay. Otherwise, you're gonna always be on your back foot on Rein. All right? You got this. You absolutely got this. If you like the video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't, leave a comment. All that helps. You want to submit your own spectating, my Discord is where to do that. And if you want to watch another one of these spectatings, we have a ton of them. Click the link over here on the side. It's going to be a good one. With that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day/night.